Colt wrote this poem, and it says, "My family is like a beach. My dog is the seashell, protective and strong. I am the hermit crab, quiet and calm." My twin boys, Colt and Cade, were born on December 22nd, 2008, and right away we knew that something was wrong with Colt because his color was off. And we were so nervous, we were so scared. Obviously, we had no indication that anything was gonna be wrong with either of them. I was singing to him "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" to try to get him to calm because he was crying, and all of a sudden, he flatlined. It was this darkest, most scariest time for sure of my life. And so we got to go home finally at 8 weeks old, and at that time the doctor told us that they just he didn't know what his condition would be. So we've just been very aggressive with all types of therapy. I first learned about Canine Companions when I was an anchor in Orlando, and I met my best friend, Nancy Bauman, and at the time she was raising a dog.
I was raising my first dog, Isaac, and I was at Krispy Kreme. It just had opened in Winter Park, and they told me I wasn't allowed to have my dog in there. And it was my first opportunity to actually educate the public with what I'm doing. And I was walking out the door, and this gorgeous girl stops me out of nowhere, and she says, excuse me, what are you doing? And what are you doing with your dog?" And the rest is history.
I just loved the idea, and this was way before I even thought about having children. And so I started volunteering with Canine Companions, helping the organization raise money, taking part in the Tails for Tails Gala. And then fast forward after the boys were born, and Nancy knew some of the struggles that we were facing, and she suggested that we go ahead and try to get on the list for Canine Companions. Colt also was born with a cleft palate, and so he had a lot of speech issues, and the cardiac arrest impacted his brain. So he has some damage to the brain, and as a result of that, he's low tone, he had separation anxiety. He's a very rare condition to his ear, so he has hearing loss in both ears, so he wears hearing aids. So we went to the team training, which was in Columbus, Ohio, and we met lots of the other kids who were gonna get matched with dogs, and immediately Colt saw Wink.
Team training was hard, but it was fun.
I never expected everything to become full cycle from the day that I walked in and first got introduced to this organization. So that's why I do what I do. That's what really lights me up.
Let's go.
All right, Colt, how are you today?
Good.
How's school? You started
It's
since the
good.
last time I saw you.
Yeah.
There you go, that's better. You okay? So when he shows up with Wink, usually he's arriving from a busy day from either at school or tutoring or something like that, but always brings Wink with him. So today we're gonna first work on Colt's stretches to get him warmed up. This is his hamstring stretch that we're gonna do actively. But as soon as we start and we take breaks, Wink reassures him every time, and he just gives him lots of snuggles in between. And then we're gonna move on to planks to work on more strengthening. We'll do planks followed by crabs to work on his core and leg strength, and then we're gonna end with our stair training to work on his balance, his strength, and his confidence. I really think Wink has helped with working with Colt directly. He's able to definitely focus a lot more on what I'm asking him to do during sessions. Now, he may not always be thrilled to do it, but he does it, and then we'll take the break and enjoy being with Wink, give Wink the snuggles that she would like, and then we return to doing another task that I'm asking him to do.
I use here, and I use let's go, and I use wait, and I use get and hold, and I use down and sit.
Lap.
Yep, and lap and visit.
But your favorite command, I think, is bed.
One of the things that I was amazed at is how incredibly impactful Wink has been on Colt's life and helped him in things, but also Colt has had to become much more responsible and a leader of the dog. So he has in turn sort of grown in a way that I did not know that the dog could have that impact on him. So it's been amazing.
Oh my gosh. Wink is a part of our family. We don't do anything without Wink. She goes to dinner with us. I can't even remember really. It's like, as a parent, you can't remember what it was like before you had kids. I feel the same about Wink. I can't even remember our family before Wink.
Wink has been really good because we go out on walks a lot with Wink, so we get to spend more time as a family, and it's just been great.
Canine Companions means to me independence, love, companionship, potential, possibility, happiness.
She comforts me, she cuddles me, she sleeps with me, she helps me do exercises, and she's my best friend.
Having a child with special needs has taught me patience because I used to not really have that before. And it's taught me too to live day to day and to live in the moment. But I know whatever the future is for Colt in the next few years, that Wink will be right there by his side. My family is like a beach. My dog is the seashell, protective and strong. I am the hermit crab, quiet and calm.